Welcome to Influence of Network, better known as I.O.N. The key focus of this show is, as the title suggests, networking. Your network is key to the influence you have in this life, and I want to provide people with the keys they need to unlock the doors of opportunity. So sit back, relax, and not only open your ears, but your hearts and minds to the guests of this show, as not everyone will be like-minded, and there lies the beauty of these interviews. Enjoy.
I feel that.
Okay, there we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode for I.O.N, Influence of Network. Now, previously, our interviews was with the diligent one, Corey Dillinger, who's a professional wrestler from New Jersey, Miss Fortunate Iraconda, who is the founder and operator of the Wales Rugby Academy in Kenya, and Dr. Amir Rashidian, chiropractor from Maryland. But going forward, I figured, you know what? Let's keep the news with the Take podcast, and let's put our interviews to something separate. So, for the first episode, we're starting with the talented, and I do mean multi-talented, Miss Leairis Cross. Did I pronounce the name right?
You did. Thank you so much for getting it right.
Okay.
I get called Leairis, Leairis, and it's like, no, those are all beautiful. That's not my
Yeah, my wife and her best friend, they did an episode on a podcast that they do, and it was like the importance of names. And I was like, wow, you know what? It is funny. You don't pronounce a name correctly. You just go, let me give you a nickname. Hey, Lee, what's up? That's Lily? Yeah, she's Lily. You're like, wow, you can't pronounce her name? Like,
that is my nickname, so that works too.
oh, wow. Okay, that was it's the commonness of it.
You would have been safe.
Okay, so for me, I never saw any content that you've created. It was a random scrolling through Twitter, and yeah, it was so,
oh dear.
no, it was a good thing because it was like, so one woman who products I've purchased, it was what is it? It's the company I believe Bassett Loves, where you get the monokinis from.
Yeah. Oh, they're so kind. I love them.
Yes.
They are so sweet.
I bought a couple for my wife,
Hey.
and I love One Piece. So when I saw they had the chopper hat, I was like, yes. I had to get the chopper hat for winter. And she had liked one of your photos, and I believe it was right after you came from the gym or something, and you was like the gains. And I'm like, I'm looking at the comments, and so many people was like, that's a nice ass. And all that went through my head was like, bruh, she said she came from the gym with the gains. Like, do you not see the definition in her back, the tone in her arms? I see went, I want to watch Grapple Baki now. I want to
Oh my
watch
God.
something with anime. Like, that's all that went through my head.
High praise.
Like, I saw that. I was just like, yo, what does she do? What's her content? And then I saw the comic and I was just like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna follow her account. And I have to say, it was a great decision because
yay! Yay! I
yeah.
either get, oh my God, I love your content, or oh sweetheart, what's wrong? Do you need help? And it's like, I mean,
What?
I'm bad at math. Are you good at math? You can help me with that.
Do you need help? How did they get to that conclusion?
Well, I'm a Southern girl, so they assume that I've lost touch with Jesus. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see how that. And then you're originally from Tennessee, or
Yeah, born and raised.
okay.
Cornbread fed.
We was 21? Yeah, we went at the end of 2021 for my wife's birthday. we was oh my god, everybody asked every time what part of Tennessee I was in. I was like, yeah, it's like near Old Smoky Mountain, somewhere in that
Oh, like
region.
Pigeon Forge area.
Yes. I remember Pigeon Forge because I wanted to go to the moonshine spot. And I was like, Pigeon Forge. We was like
You only go there for moonshine. No one goes there for anything else.
yeah. It was it was so wonderful. She was like, so at what point are we leaving New Jersey? Because I'm ready to leave the state now.
I mean, the cost of living is way cheaper here. Just saying.
Yeah, yeah. The cost of living, everything. We was just like, yeah, I don't want to go to Pennsylvania because we're still on the East Coast. She was like,
All
no,
right.
we could just completely move out. Like we could just, hey, what, you want to go to Colorado? You want to go to, you want to, Midwest toward the South? Let's avoid
I think
the alley and we're good.
I've never been to Colorado, but I always wanted to visit
Mhm.
for reasons. but
Okay.
but I definitely like I love like as far as pictures I've seen,
Mhm.
Colorado apparently has like the best mountains in comparison to Tennessee. And I'm like, oh, I want to see them in person.
Well, just add it to the to-do list. That's all.
Yeah.
No bucket list, the to-do list. That's how I look
Right. I like that. That's
at
positive. That's positive language.
it. Okay. So let's start with the comic series that you have co-created with your co-creator Brandon.
Yeah.
Okay,
Brendan
cool.
Cross.
Gotcha. Okay.
Y'all
So
put two and two together.
so what was the inspiration for it?
So when I was, gosh, as far as I can remember, I'll say around like eight.
Mhm.
Eight's a good number. I had an imaginary friend. I was one of those kids. I probably should have seen a
Okay.
therapist, but therapy costs too much. Black folks don't go to therapists. So
Well,
I had
they'll say times are changing now, and you'd be like,
they are
apps,
changing
the apps
better.
for it.
There's apps for it.
Honestly, there's so many people that have it pop up a part of their shows. Are like, oh, better help, and I'm like, are we pushing therapy now for ads?
Okay.
Okay,
I
if it
mean,
brings it brings the money in, it's the revenue. So be
yeah, if it keeps us
it.
from doing dumb stuff, I'm here for it. But
Gotcha.
yeah, as a kid, I had an imaginary friend. His name was Rain, and like he got me through a lot of toxicity in my childhood life.
Mhm.
And then as as a kid, I kept drawing him all the time, and drawing him kind of poured into my teen years. And I was drawing him all the time. And then in my adult life, I was like, you know what? Coming across like old sketches, like, oh my God, he was pretty. I should make a book out of this. And my partner Brandon, he was like, all right, bet. I've always wanted to be a writer. I'm like, cool. I don't have time to write, but I have a whole just I have a whole list of concepts you can work with. It's like, all right, let's go. And it's been probably the most therapeutic project I've ever taken on. And I'm excited for issue 4 that's coming out really soon. Our Kickstarter is going to launch tomorrow, and I'm so excited for what is in store, the surprises that you're going to see. We both have put our foot in this creation, making it the best that it can be. And yeah, I hope people like it. I like the fact that it's got the horror elements and the sexy elements, and it's like, hey, you can be both. You can be scary and sexy at the same time.
That I mean, everybody at this point has created. They've converted Halloween into that complete theme.
Oh
Like as
yeah.
far as I'm concerned, that's what Halloween is. They're like, oh, so you have kids? Like, no, I don't have kids. Okay, so it's time to be sexy. Like,
Oh,
oh,
for
you have
sure. For
kids? Like, yeah, we have kids. Oh, but it's a nice little theme and make it nice and scary, but not too scary. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with the friends that don't have kids. 'Cause I think we're gonna have some good time, some drinks, and we can make this work out right real
sure. Who's
nice.
got a babysitter?
Yes. Oh, I have to say, one of the things that stood out to me was
Mhm.
as soon as it got to chapter one and the poems was there, I was like, oh, this is nice.
Oh my
These are
God.
nice features right here. Like the poems to me are the things that make it have like a unique feel. And that was I like what who idea was that?
That okay, so that was Brandon's idea. He said he wanted to add poetry to it, and when we looked at all of the art, like all of the interior for the book, I was like, you know what, you're right. It needs this. It needs poetry.
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's have you do this. And all the poetry is completely his. And I don't know, I'm very impressed by it. It's a very good blend with my art and his writing. It's waffles.
Well, kudos to Brandon because that honestly that's I would say one of the top highlights of the series itself to me. It
I feel bad. I wish he was here to hear this. Like he's always so worried that people aren't gonna like his writing. It's like, dude, don't be stupid. It's great.
yes. Let me ask, have you ever seen the TV show Grimm? It used to come on like NBC?
That just sound familiar. Wait, is it based off like the Grimm brothers? Brothers
Yes.
Grimm? Yes, yes, I have seen it.
That is what it reminded me of. How like every episode had like a quote or something that related somewhat similar to the episode each per episode. And I was just like, oh, this is nice. This is a nice touch. Like those little things. I've seen a couple movies and TV shows try to throw those little features in there, and I'm like, whoever idea was to say, I'm listening to you, I'm listening to you. Hey, this is a new guy in the back. Yeah, I like his ideas. Integrate that into it. Those always make things just like something very memorable about everything.
It it kind of in a positive way steers your attention somewhere else for a second without taking you away from the main story. And
Yes.
I think that's it's good. Like okay, it's like eating a really good meal. You don't want to just taste one spice. Like I don't want to just taste pepper. I want to taste pepper. I want to taste salt. I want it to all blend together really well.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm drinking tequila tonight.
No
Hope that
problem.
makes sense.
I had to force myself to take a nap. I was like, okay, I was up for 31 hours, slept for 5 hours, did a 12-hour shift, came home, and I'm like, oh,
Goodness,
I have to get
Hunchy. No, I'm
I
sorry. No.
it was a struggle just to get the hour of sleep before this interview. And I was like, you really just agreed to go in tonight. Like one of the coworkers had a baby. He just had his second child. And they was like, hey, last minute, can you come out? I said, yeah, I'm doing a modified schedule. I'm doing 11 to 5. This way I could be out before trucks hit the road, people get there early morning. I come,
Yeah.
it's nice and cool. I leave when it's nice and cool. I'm gonna do that. Like, we'll take it. Okay, cool. There we go. So I was like, okay,
Goodness.
yeah. Okay, enough of me. Back to you. Okay,
Oh,
yes.
I'm the special.
I want to say chapter 3 poem is a disclaimer that needs to be applied to every content creator. Because at the end, when it said, God help whoever tries to hurt me, I was like, yeah, that whole little arc right there was perfect setup. Because I laugh at the fact that people just have the internet and they're like, this window right here is my shield. I can say whatever I want to say, type, 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 and I'm going to be as disrespectful as I want. And I'm like, if we just had your IP, just put your information out there, I'm just saying you have to be swatted. Nobody has to swat you. But if we could just reverse the camera and get live feed on you, let's see how your feelings would be.
That's
That's this is
that's
crazy.
book two you're talking about, right? It's a book two
Yes, in book
with
two, yes.
the internet troll. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was really hard to illustrate, because I do model a lot of the characters
Hmm.
after, well, the few characters that people have seen after people that I know or I've encountered in the past, because you get inspiration from real life.
Yes.
And even though the person that the bad guy in that book is modeled after wasn't someone I met on the internet, it was someone that was in my intimate life.
Okay.
They did say things to me that were very similar to what Elo had to endure. And like, I don't know, I always thought to myself, what if I had somebody like I don't know how to put it, could just go balls to the wall and not give a fuck and like punish this person for what they did, or just anybody, like, because internet bullying, of any kind, any bully of any kind can be detrimental to a person's mental health. And
Yes.
I think everybody needs a little rain in their life to just go and wash shit.
I
I'm
mean,
like, can I say
honestly,
shit? I'm so sorry.
it's
Is that okay to say?
oh no, free to
Okay,
say
I gotta make
whatever.
sure. I got a foul mouth.
No, honestly, that is a good metaphor for it. Realistically, like a lot of people just, I laugh. Me and my wife had like I structured to have vacation time for us, and she was like, "Hey, are you off right after 4th of July?" I was like, "That's actually my 2 days to work, but I could finesse it around. I work 7 straight, get 4 off." And she's like, "Okay, boom, we did it." And the hotels was like, "Oh, for some reason, the 6th and 7th of July hotel prices dropped down to like $70." And we was like,
Oh
"Oh,"
shit.
she's like, "Oh, I got a suite for 100." I was like, "What? How do we?" She's like, "My account." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then as we were on vacations, relaxing, this girl had a video, and she was like, I'm tired of seeing this in the corner of people going, "Hey, can I smash?" And she was just like,
Oh my god. Sorry.
"Yeah."
My eyes rolled. I know you can't see me right now. My eyes rolled to the back of my head so hard.
It had me dying. She was like, I don't think you are committed to it. So I too many people want to type that, "Hey, can I smash? Can I hit?" Like, what makes you think that you can? I don't think you can fully commit to it. I think like in your head, you're like, "Yeah, I can hit that. I can hit that." So you know what? If I gave you my address right now and said, "Come on, come and do this," you couldn't even keep it up. You would turn around and get too scared and wouldn't even show up.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
TikTok, time to fuck. And I was like, "Oh my
TikTok time
God."
to fuck.
I couldn't stop laughing when she said it. And I was just like,
Beautiful.
it's realistic. So many people see the girl and they're just thinking, "Oh yeah, I could get that." It's like, so what do you have at home right now waiting for you? Or what's coming home to you? Do you live
Right.
with somebody that's similar to that? Do you actually do that in real life? Do you actually like no? So tell me what makes her somehow so attainable to you? I was like, yeah.
It's a lot of ignorant people that think that because, hell, you don't have to even be a sex worker. If you're an attractive woman, they assume that because you have taken a picture of yourself, hell, even fully clothed, you've put yourself out on the internet, that you are in some way obtainable. They have some sort of um what's the word I'm looking for like owning, like some kind of ownership over you. And it's stupid. Like, as someone who is a sex worker, and I say it proudly, I it's a job, it's what I do on the side and stuff.
Mhm.
I get the dumb fucks in the world that want to hit me up and be like, "Hey, when I met you, I didn't know that you were on OF. If I had known that, I would ask you to sit on my beard." That is a quote. That is a quote. That is a motherfucking quote. I looked at this message and I showed Brandon, and I was like, the clownery, the tomfoolery, the silliness, the level of delusion you have to live in to think that because I do this, I am just willing to open my legs for you. Sir, this is a job. No, no, I am a fantasy. No, you cannot, you can't, you shall not pass.
Well, you know what? That might be a bad example. He did say sit on his beard. I don't think Gandalf is a good example for him. Oh, I get like, really? This is why I see a lot of people have messages closed.
Oh yeah, oh
DMs are
yeah.
closed. Oh, you cannot comment on this post. It's strictly just you can like, retweet to share my content to get me exposure, but I'm not giving you any exposure.
I
And
just,
I
oh,
get it.
sorry. Yeah, I totally get it. I 100% get it. But the weirdest thing about all of it, the reason why I don't do that is because when I was, this is where it gets kind of dark. When I was in
Mhm.
high school, like say around junior year and up. So, maybe sophomore. I got more uh people trying to obtain sex from me then when I was probably at my most innocent
Okay,
than
yeah.
I do now as someone who works in a an aspect of the adult industry. Like I don't know if it's just like they're intimidated by the fact that yeah, I'm on OF. I also, you've read the comic. I illustrate very explicit art,
Hmm.
and I'm not shy about that. So therefore, you can't manipulate me with feeling bad about sex. I don't. I don't know. It's an interesting thing I've been analyzing for a long time with people. Like, why is it that on my asses on the internet, y'all are scared to talk to me, versus when it was, like, oh, woe, it's me. I'm so timid. Ooh, ooh, woo, ooh, woo.
That I would say that's honestly most likely leads toward it was the high school aspect of things, the peer pressure type
Yeah.
of thing that made it like, oh, it's so much easier because it's believed that this is societal tropes. It's high school.
Yeah.
It makes it
Yeah.
more easier. Then after high school, it's like, oh, well, we didn't go to college together. Okay, but now I've seen you on the internet. It's like, oh man, I don't want to get turned down because then maybe she'll put my messages out there, and the next, people were like, oh, you suck, you couldn't get that. Then they'll try it and be like, so I saw your messages too. And be like, hey man, come on, don't say that. Why they didn't know that happened. It'd be like, well, that's what you get. You shouldn't have been disrespectful.
But see, that's where it even gets weirder though, because like, college years, you're experimenting, you're figuring yourself out. I had guys say things like that to other guys about me, being like, "Oh, well, you couldn't get with her. I heard that she was, this and that and the other because you have one experience at a party." That's a whole
Hmm.
other story for another day. But they say that. But now that I do the adult stuff, and I am a big supporter of people that want to do it, doing it, and not being controlled. Oh, oh, why am I getting a phone call? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna
No
hang
problem.
this up.
Hey, Sean here. I wanted to take this time to talk to you about a foundation that could use some assistance. The Welsh Rugby Academy is a foundation developed and ran by former Ugandan women's national team player, Miss Fortunate Irakonda. She is providing children an opportunity at a future with sports, teamwork, and leadership development. But in the end, there's only so much one person can do on their own. So I'm asking you to take the time and click on the link in the description to the Welsh Rugby Academy and join the likes of York Rugby League Football Club in England, the European Rugby League, and yours truly, in aiding communities with a brighter future. For more about potential sponsorship or even partnership, Ms. Irakonda's information will be below. Thank you for your time, and now back to the show.
They say we have a housing shortage going on right now. Not just here in America, but all around the world. And they say the issue is shortages, from labor to supplies
to buyers. But one company has chosen to put themselves at the forefront of being a solution to that problem, and that company is Boxable. Boxable is a Las Vegas, Nevada-based company that specializes in prefab modular homes with a twist, and that twist is innovation. You see, they've taken the assembly line model and applied it to their 170,000 square foot factory. This has allowed them to develop the Casita. The Casita is Boxable's first modular design. This unit is a 375 square foot, 20 by 20, water, bug, and mold resistant, fire retardant, and high winds. Oh, it can withstand high winds. Full kitchen, full bathroom, and wheelchair accessible dwelling unit. Now, all that sounds good, but what makes it really stand out? You said they do an assembly line, Matt. Okay, cool. Okay. What makes it really stand out? Well, this is where the innovation comes into play. Because your 20 by 20 dwelling unit is foldable. And when I say foldable, I mean just that. It folds down to an 8.5 wide by 12 foot tall, easy and efficient shipping unit. This is what innovation looks and sounds like. Not only that, but upon delivery, it can be set up and ready to go within an hour. Yes, an hour. No more of those, you know what, I think I want an attachment to the house. Maybe we should get an ADU. We could use an additional dwelling unit. Make a little extra money with, Airbnb, Verbo, or just put it online. Hey, we have a housing unit available. Well, with Boxable, that's a possibility now. So, the question here is, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below and see what the future looks like for renters and home buyers alike. Because with a modular unit, prefab homes, the possibilities are always endless.
Sorry.
No problem.
Oh, you see me. This is what I look like. I'm busted.
No,
It's
it's perfectly fine.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to hang up on this rando phone call. I was like, oh, just click the off button. Got a new phone.
Gotcha.
I'm still figuring it out. I'm like, it's my phone. They all work the same. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
so adamantly sorry about that. I am so
It's no
sorry.
problem at all.
Sorry. I'm
I
a
was
mess
like,
working on cosplay, but this is what I look like right now. So here we are. How you see my face?
once again, all natural. There we go. If you can't appreciate all natural, you can't appreciate it when it's been beautified.
Let me close this door real quick.
Okay.
He's out there working on a Kickstarter. Yeah, we're both being busy bees.
Gotcha.
So yeah, before we both got interrupted, on my end. God, I'm so fucking sorry.
I was like, I really thought it was me because I heard the beep. It sounded like the Amazon trucks, like the new trucks when they back up, and I was like,
yeah.
I already got my phone case. Why is that truck backing up?
Just my phone being a dick. Just my phone being a dick.
Completely understand.
But yeah, I was saying it's just interesting to me the level of respect I've gotten, and this is for me, not every person's story is different, everyone's life is different, but the level of respect, and I think it's slightly due to fear that I've gotten, or fear is kind of a strong word. I guess fear in being like unfamiliar, like something that you recognize, but you don't recognize it anymore because it's so different. That I've gotten from people from my past, from doing what I do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm gonna try to do a connect the dot. because I had wrote it down. I was like, I have to cover how in book 3,
Oh,
chapter
yes.
6, when it said after she had the dream and then she went to her phone scrolling, I started
Oh,
bugging out laughing because I started looking at the little details of everything that was going on, like in the background stuff. And I was like, yo, it
you get
said
up the front
Chad.
door.
And I started dying. So in my
You just
head, I
say
was like,
sad. Yes.
yeah. I was like, that's like it's like people from the background, like, you know what? Y'all was nothing. You was just like cared and you couldn't even get the job done. You kind of boring me. That gave me the best
Yeah.
laugh because I watched it never fails, whether we're in Atlantic City or Vegas, and we go back to the room and she falls asleep, I'm up and I'm like, I don't watch TV. Like we don't have cable. Like we if anything we watch it's YouTube or streaming, and
I'm
that's
the
it.
same way.
Yeah, so it's like we go to hotels, sometimes I actually see live TV, and what I do, MTV, and it goes, "Welcome back to ridiculousness."
No, fucking ridiculousness. I want to escape it so much.
That's the only thing I watch in those rooms. If it's not on, it's like, oh, this is Teen Moms or this, and I'm like, I'm not watching this yet. I'm not watching this
See,
stuff.
for me, it's always ridiculousness or Step Brothers. Those two things are always playing.
Really,
Yes, it's always Step Brothers.
I have not once had that movie playing.
Uncensored too. Uncensored. Ball sack
Really,
everywhere. Just
wow. Like if I can't get ridiculousness, we're on I'm on like Discovery Channel or something. Like I'll randomly have sumo wrestling coming on. And I was like, oh,
well, that sounds kind of cool. I
Vegas.
want to see sumo.
It's Vegas. Vegas give you sumo. And I was like, I watch Japanese wrestling. So to have the sumo come on, I was like, I can appreciate this here.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Culture me, please.
Oh, okay. So I want to know, how did y'all find the publisher for the comic strip?
I was very fortunate. I got stupid lucky. So I was doing a show, like a signing at our local comic store.
Mhm.
Gotten good with them, done a few signings for them. And there was another company there called Ethereal, which I mean, we're not publishing through them anymore, but at the time we were. And they were like, "Hey, this looks really cool. Want to do this? We're okay with TNA." And I was like, "Oh, okay, awesome." So we published with them, and though they're a great company, that's actually the book I was working on right now was their book.
Okay.
They weren't quite the right fit for Rain, not 100%. But luckily, the comic book store that I've done signings for, that's local to me, they were like, "Hey, we're thinking about starting a publishing company and want to use your book." And I'm like, "All right, bet, let's go, let's do it." So
That's
I would, yeah.
wow.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's wild. That's like perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect because these are people that I semi trust. I just say I trust instantly because it's like I don't want to get let down, but
Got you.
but I trust more than others.
Mm-hmm.
And so far they've been good to me. They've been really good to me. They've been good with my baby because Rain means it means the world to me.
Got you. I gotta say the choice of using Kickstarter, perfect. Because I love the crowdfunding aspect of things. Like me and my boy was like, before I want to say the pandemic happened, I was already looking at things like Indiegogo and Kickstarter for like just the thoughts of like investing into things. And once the pandemic happened, stuff took place. So then we started doing investing. And I was just like, yo, this is dope because you find just the craziest things on there. And you like, all right, if it's a company, your product stood out and people said, I want this.
Exactly.
If it's not a company, it's an individual, and doing what you've done, since back in the first 8 hours, the first 47 minutes, the first 5 minutes, fully funded. It's like that shows a loyal fan base. That shows that this creator has put in the work. And his response was, too many people will look at it and go, oh, they got lucky. He said you basic. He said, you basic if you think that. He said, because the truth is, I guarantee that person bust their ass for years doing stuff, and then we're just seeing the fruits of the rewards right now. That's all it is.
That's honestly really fucking accurate. For lack of better words, that's fucking accurate. Like, people only only see the good, and they don't see the grind.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why I got no makeup on. My eyelids are bald. Because when I'm not doing cosplay photo shoots, when I'm not, planning on showing my face for people, doing the whole fantastical bullshit.
Gotcha.
When I'm working, I'm putting in my fucking grind. Brandon's putting in his fucking grind. We are both grind. That sounds sexual. Sorry.
Once again, it all blends together. It's all part of one another.
And that's how babies are made. But no, we bust our asses. We and like, as business partners, as well as partners, but as business partners, when we are in business mode, we talk to each other as co-workers. We're like, hey, so I need this script here. I need to know, hey, what did you mean with this? And he's like, hey, the art's good here, but before you go into putting down the inks, what do you think about doing this? And then I argue because I'm like, no, my art's perfect. Don't you dare. Only I can criticize my art, which I do all the time. But no, we are constantly working. Hell, to the point where I actually asked him today, like, hey, would you want to just get like a small, like a tiny 2-person cabin and just like not do art or writing for other people or for the book? Let's just spit ideas at each other, record us speaking about the ideas, and then just chill, have a couple of drinks, and maybe have a steak or something. Just like relax, because sometimes in the grind you forget to relax. You forget to like take a minute to chill. But yeah, like, sorry, I'm really good at going off on a tangent. But yeah, it's a lot of hard work. A lot of not hard work. It's fun work. It is fun work, but it's a lot. A lot of tedious fun work.
I can imagine. Like I said, this is why I set the time frame for the hour, because I was just like, at times conversations get good and you can just go over with it.
Yeah. I talk a lot, so
it's no problem at all.
Especially about my shit.
I mean, that's a good thing. That's giving people an insight behind the scenes, because all people might see, once again, they'll see you at a con, they'll turn around and see your content online, but it's like, okay, let's actually see the person. Let's get to know the person a little better, appreciate them.
That's so rare to do, because, and I get it, a lot of, especially cosplayers, especially, you want to. Sorry, I have to burp.
No
it's
problem.
like right there in my chest. I can't. Oh God, did you hear that?
No, I couldn't hear it. It's a tequila saying.
Sound like fucking Cthulhu. But a lot of, especially like in today's climate, perfection is everything. You never want anyone to see you in less than the best version of yourself. And I don't know, it's stupid. It's fucking stupid. It comes down to this is fucking stupid. Like, sorry, the burp really distracted me. What were we talking about?
I was really letting you go with it. Like, no, I agree. It's the perception of what perfect is that people are just like, oh, but people have to see this, but have to see that. It's like, no, I understand. I understand you feel like you have the fans and you have to appeal to them and what they want. But at the end of the day, this is your art form. This is
Right.
you as a musician, a singer, a rapper, an artist such as yourself, an actor, actress. It's like you have to, as at the end of the day, take care of yourself, because then you're putting. It's like it's a concept of plain simple. It's the weight of the world on your shoulders, and it's like why? At a certain point, it's like people will understand. If they don't, well, guess what? I don't need you around.
Yeah, and also they don't understand that, hey, I'm not born with 7-inch long lashes and porcelain flawless skin and hair down to my ass, like because I'm a fucking person.
Exactly.
They don't understand that there are two versions of me, that they live in a delusional world and I can't help them. Only them going through life will help them.
Yeah. I think that was one of the funny things when you had on your website, what it literally said in the bio. It's like people like, oh, you can't do both. And it's like, really? Really? You can't do two
Oh,
things?
that was
Like,
one of my most pettiest things I ever did, and I'm still petty about it. I'm still gonna stick with
how's
it.
that petty?
Oh,
That's
there's a story. There's
realistic.
a story behind that.
Okay.
There's a story. Is it tea time?
By all means, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So when I first got started in doing conventions, one of the first ones I ever did was, because I don't give a rat's ass, was FarleyCon. It's a small con local to me. And the owner of that convention, of that con, saw me burlesque show, and he was okay with me doing burlesque. He was okay with me being myself. And he told me that I always had a spot at his con, no matter what. And so as me and Brenda started to grow, as my name started to grow, started doing cons overseas, started doing cons across the country, I always made time for this small con because loyalty is everything to me.
Yes.
And I did one adult shoot with the beautiful, phenomenal, the nerdy sex symbol herself, April O'Neil.
Mm-hmm.
She's been around for a good minute and she's still chef's kiss. And I was happy, like, oh my God, I get to shoot with her. I get to do things with her. Fuck yes. Well, the internet liked it too. And I'm assuming he found out, or either someone that he knew found out about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a phone call as I'm celebrating the Kickstarter, the successful Kickstarter for issue 3.
Okay.
I'm celebrating issue 3 on a Friday night at 8 p.m. With like close friends, like, oh my God, within like a few hours, we launched and we made our goal. We did it. That's, it's fucking awesome. I get a phone call from dude saying, well, Brandon gets a phone call from dude saying that I have become too adult for his con and I don't have a place there. So I had this extreme high of like, yay, our book is growing. We're getting a good fan base. People are loving what we're creating. I'm not wasting my time. To have someone who was at the very beginning of my journey go from telling me I always have a home here,
Mm-hmm.
to saying that because I'm a grown woman doing grown woman-ish, I no longer have a home there. Like it was jarring. I didn't know how to respond to it. And it's like, okay, well, what do I do with this? And Brandon, being wonderful, was like, oh, no, we're going to get petty. I'm like, we're going to get petty? He's like, we're going to get petty. I'm like, yes, let's get fucking petty.
Like, you're not going to bring our high down.
And that's where, like, the whole caption for the website, you can do both. That's like our whole tagline. You can do both, because the idea that because I do adult, or a woman, not me, not just me, but a woman does adult content because she wants to show herself off in a certain way that she wants to, because she wants to show herself off in any way. Mm-hmm. She can't be a nurse. She can't be a doctor. She can't be whatever criteria you think
Should be maybe
I don't know.
the wholesome woman aspect for
Yeah,
society.
she be a hoe and a housewife. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, let's be realistic. Like, the number one thing for guys to go, she a stripper? I guarantee she's working her way through medical school. It's medical school, bro. It's medical school. You think so? I think so. That one friend
Yes.
goes, "Oh, I know. So I was at the hospital. She looks wonderful in the scrubs."
She's wonderful scrubs. She looks
Like,
wonderful.
I'm 34, and there's a 6 year difference between me and my brother, and we used to go to the same dentist. And we was here at my house, as you can see in the background, drinks, and we was playing
Honey, birds of a feather.
we were playing oh my god, we it's like so many board games we was going through. I think we had the Jenga going. We were playing a game called Block. It's like literally Blockbuster. They have a game. I think Walmart and Target both
Wait.
have it. Yes.
Wait, about my childhood? Oh shit! I just told my age.
if you go on, if you don't go out, you probably see it on Amazon too. It literally says Blockbuster. It's like in the shape of the case of the game, and it's
like a VHS.
Yes.
Well, I
You open it up, and it's literally a flat board, and it has like a little Blockbuster sign, and it's a movie trivia game. And he was like, "Yeah, we playing Blockbuster. Losers take shots." I'm like, "Oh man, I have not slept. You got here early. I suppose I got a nap." And we was reminiscing, and we both remember. We still remember the girl's name, the assistant for the dentist. He was like, "What's that?"
Yeah.
Like Giselle, and they looking at us. They looking at us like, "Really? Really?" We was like, "Look, mommy was looking good. Like the Spanish girl was looking good. Them scrubs. Like, what you expect? Like." And as far as I'm concerned, I'm like, I the fact that the guy did that is crazy to me, because it's like, I understand the concept of saying, "Hey, you know what? You doing some adult things here, but just keep it balanced when you come here and talk it out." To do what
exactly.
So what he did was petty. What you two did was not.
And I can even understand if you don't want to, because of the attention I was getting at that moment and that time, because of who I shot with. I could understand if maybe you didn't want to put me on your website, like on the front.
Yeah.
But I'm known for doing Power Ranger. Despite what I do, I'm mostly known for wearing a full body suit as the Green Ranger. Like, there are also lots of pictures of me being extremely G-rated. Well, I mean, I'm built PG, but
everybody has seen The Incredibles. We're gonna say it's G-rated at a certain point.
Yeah, by what's the fucking company called? Shit, Pixar. A Pixar
Yes.
standard. G-rated. So
yes.
And like it just baffled me. Like, you think I'm just gonna be out here just bits out in front of children? No, I'm not. I would never. I would fucking never. And it just, I don't know if he saw my content and he felt guilty or something. Maybe he felt some type of way. He couldn't look at me anymore, which is fine. Don't care. Let's have a conversation about it. But it is what it is. It's past shit. I'm still gonna be petty, but it's past shit.
Well, speaking of Power Rangers, you have
don't quiz me.
You have a con this Saturday in Philly that I see you're hosting.
I do. It's Lady J's the one hosting it. I've done so many Ranger cons. I'm trying to make sure I get the name right. Oh fuck! What's the name of the con? Fuck! I just did Ranger Stop and Pop recently. I think it's Ranger Station. I think that's what it is. If I get it wrong,
okay, then yes, that's what it is.
Yes, you could burn me at the stake. Like, okay.
I was confused. I was like, was that the name of the con, or was that the name of the location? I'm like, what if it's both? Like, that's what was going through my head, and I was just like, maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
I've done so many Ranger cons this year after what happened with, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
I don't like talking about it, but yeah, I have done a lot of Ranger cons this year. Oh, hey, That's great. I was talking about you, and he mentioned that your poetry is amazing.
Oh, thanks. I
Yes.
appreciate that. I'm gonna run and hide.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Ranger Station. I'm excited for it. It's last year I went. It was a lot of fun. People were horrified of me, and I'm like, and they kept mentioning my name. Like, my name's really unique. I know you're just come talk to me. I won't fight you. But it was a lot of fun. They had a really cool setup too, where it's pretty much one room, like one like gymnasium type of deal.
Okay.
And then they had like sections that were like vendors, cosplayers, and then they had what's that game? Something of the Grid. Because Shattered Grid is the comics, but it's
I just played it on PlayStation. It was part of the PlayStation Plus, like for the downloads. I was
yeah. I have it on my phone, and I can't remember what the heck it's called because I feel on the spot because of my own actions.
I'm thinking about it.
But it's something of the Grid.
Wasn't it the same as the?
Is it Shattered Grid?
I think it's
Shattered Grid comic.
They didn't name it for the same as the comic. See, you know what? We're both right. I'm going to the phone.
Hey, who needs to use brain cells when you have the internet? Oh, that's depressing.
Battle for the Grid. That's what it was.
Battle for the Grid. Yeah. They had a whole like setup for people to compete with each other. And I was like, this is cool. I'm not doing this. I'm not competing. I'm too competitive.
I got dogged by the game. That computer, I was like, oh man, this game mechanics is beating my ass.
Right. The AI in that is so intense. And then like the fact that like you can not only can you grow in ranking over, getting points, you could also lose points. And it's like, oh, wait, I can lose these? No one said I could lose these. What? Help.
Yeah. Oh man, I was like, it's just not for me. I'll play Tekken and I'm gonna leave it at that. Everything else, I can't. We remember that was like, we appreciate Mortal Kombat. Like the graphics, I think was looking good.
Hey, Mortal Kombat's that's my baby.
I can't play. It felt too stiff with the game mechanics. I can't play it.
Really?
I really can't.
Really?
Give me Soul Calibur, give me Tekken, and I'm like,
that was me. That was me being a child right now.
I'm like, let's go. If it says Street Fighter, I'm like, nah, I'll get beat Street Fighter. Like I'll get dogged out. Now, King of Fighters mechanics was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pouting still.
I see. Okay, gonna put it back to a happy mood. The costumes, were these made by you, or these were ones you found a good designer for the Power Ranger outfits?
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna be honest AF. Mm-hmm. I found people online that were either selling costumes or there's this Geek something, which that doesn't help. See if it's in here in this tag because I got to restitch my blue costume because last year at the con I'm going to this weekend, my ass came out because my ass busted the costume, so I got to restitch it. It's Geek something. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, normally I find people that specialize in making Power Ranger costumes, or find people that have costumes that they're just like, hey, I haven't used this in a long time.
Okay.
Like if you were to go on Facebook and go to like any like the Power Ranger groups, there's always someone selling something. Like I got an Ninjetti costume. It's a little big, but I'm gonna do something with it. I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna do something with it though.
I gotta say, like from seeing the content you've done with those costumes and like this, like the it was a recent one you did where you did you had the Black Ranger outfit for the baseball.
Hey, yeah.
And I was like, this is so kid friendly. Like This is like
Yes,
kid
it is
friendly
so
as
kid
hell.
friendly.
Like,
Goodness,
it really works.
I can't help that I fill it out. That's not my problem. I'm I'm literally wearing a turtleneck suit.
Yeah, it pretty much is. I feel like when you find a good designer, it's like it's on point.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay, let me see. The Zoom, because I have actually never gone past the Zoom. Will it end automatically if it goes past the time that you already have set?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Normally I get invited to the calls. I've never set up my own Zoom call.
Huh. Well, we're gonna find out.
Oh shit.
We'll find out because I still got to edit anyway because I have the
Oh
out
no. Oh
done.
no.
I have the video version to go up for
Okay.
Spotify, and then I'll have the audio, which I like insert the like commercials and everything in there. So I'm like,
All right. All right.
here we go, Okay, so now we're on
I don't
con.
look too rough right now.
The lighting is wonderful, so you're good.
Oh yay. Yay. Oh sweet son. Help me. Help your bitch.
Okay, so on average, how many cons do you do a year?
I definitely do one once a month.
Okay,
This year, though, I don't know why it happened. No, I do know why. I got nominated for a few things and I ended up doing, instead of doing 12, I ended up doing like about 14, 15 last year. And yeah, never again. No, never again. We ain't doing that ever again. I was cranky. My house was a mess. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why do I feel this way? Oh, because I've had to, I am overly socialized right now. I have like, used up all my people points.
yeah.
I got no energy for anybody.
Yeah, then I would imagine the travel. Like
Oh gosh, yeah.
when you said you have a 12-hour drive to Philly, I'm like,
Yep.
wow. We was
Yep.
complaining about 2 hours because I
Oh,
think
tours ain't nothing.
it was an accident that happened between Jersey and Philly, I think with a bridge, something recently with a truck. And it
Yeah.
was, oh, it's like, well, let's see what the commute looked like. And it was like, oh, it's gonna take you 2 hours from your location to get to Philadelphia at 9 o'clock at night. And I was like, what? I said, oh man, for the people that don't know in the morning for the commute, oh man, I'm calling out sick. I'm not coming to work. What?
Right.
So yeah, I can imagine the travel puts a toll as well.
Oh, it does. It does. Just because also being confined next to somebody for 11 hours. No, I adore Brandon. He's wonderful. He's amazing to be around. But being that close to somebody for 11 hours in like this tight box, you start to feel a little claustrophobic.
Yeah, I think at a certain point I will annoy my wife. Like we'll have the music set up. We'll have
Mm-hmm.
her audiobook or mine's. But at a certain point, I'm gonna put some country music on. She's gonna look at me and go, motherfucker.
Wait. Which country artist?
Let's see. Right now, got Kanan Brown.
Okay.
Uh, what is his name? Like I listen to Jason Aldean a little bit.
Have you ever heard of Tyler Childers?
No, but I'm about to just turn around and add that to Spotify now.
No, he's good. He's like he's this youngin that has like the voice of a grown ass old man, and it makes no sense.
What's the last name?
Childers. I think it's like
Yep.
Chil. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
I'll just add it to like for that one song. Oh man, I was going through so much. I spent 6 hours doing deliveries one day between like from Jersey to Pennsylvania. And I was just like on those back roads, and I was like, wow, I listened to country music for 6 hours on Spotify. It's like let it play. Oh my god, what is the kid name? who else? So I started listening to Shy Boozy for Tall Boy, and I was like, damn, I'm not a beer drinker like that. I'm telling if you type in Tall Boy and it's like let's put like SHA, it'll bring up Shy Boozy. I was like,
I'm gonna
yo,
look him up. I'm gonna look him up because I'm curious.
so he's from West Virginia. His
Okay.
parents are, I believe, was Nigerian. He
Okay.
came to America and he went to school in America, then went over there for like cultural studies, whatever. And then he
Uh,
brought back Afro dance music and it's like with hip hop and he got country music. I was like, yo, my man's hitting. This music hit. Like his
that's so
albums,
cool.
oh my, it
Oh,
was so crazy.
I
Um,
love I love eclectic people. I love
yes.
people who just don't stick to just one thing. I fucking love it.
The other artist was I don't know if he pronounced his name Sean or Sean. Stimley? Stimley? Song Product of a Small Town. I love that. And Corey Kent. I know at the end of the year, for a fact, this kid's song, Something's Gonna Kill Me, is gonna be in my top 3. Like I've had it on loop so many times, I was like, damn, it's a good song.
You know what has a good soundtrack that has no right having a really good soundtrack? The Walking Dead. I hate it. I hate how good the soundtrack is for The Walking Dead. Like I came across it because I started trying to rewatch the whole show. I think Rick is cute.
Ooh.
I like the earlier seasons. I was like,
Yeah,
I never finished it.
we stopped. We stopped after Glenn died.
Ooh, see, I lasted a little bit longer. I was there until honestly after they came up with Negan and the are they the Whisperers, the people who were the
Yeah.
mask.
See, I have the
They were the,
compendiums. So in the
hey,
compendiums,
okay, okay.
I went past that already, and I was so pissed with the show. I'm like, yo, why are we stretching it so long? Like, yeah, this is
Right.
a downfall. And I was
It
like,
it felt like pulling off a band-aid on hairy, dry skin. Like, I guess we're gonna prolong this as much as possible.
and then you had the spinoffs of Fear the Walking Dead. Then you
Yeah.
had they try to make one with kids Beyond the Walking Dead. And then they got a new one coming out right now with Maggie and Negan.
Which is weird to me. Like, why the
Oh my,
fuck is she not killed? If it doesn't start with her putting a bullet in him and
no,
like the show continues, I don't care. I don't care.
no. I we my one of my technically an ex-friend as far as I'm concerned now, have not heard from him in so long. He had a lot of
Life happens.
issues going on. Yeah, like life happens. And he was like, hey, I'm doing this at this mall. David Buster has a Walking Dead thing they do every year. So you want to come do it? Like we'll dress up as zombies or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. My wife is a makeup artist. So it's like, all right, boom.
Oh, yeah.
So she has me dressed up as a zombie. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna bring my badge and I'm gonna take the holster. I ain't gonna bring the gun to the house, but I'm at the holster, I'm gonna be like a zombie cop that got bit, whatever. And we was watching it. He was like, yeah, apparently it's the last year they're going to do it. I was like, why? He was like, well, apparently the ratings have gone down from Walking Dead. And we was like,
Oh,
oh. He was like, yeah, they stretched it for so long to show that they can't get people to come to the mall to pay for the venue to watch the stuff. I was like, well, we had fun filming. We got free food.
I mean,
And we scared some kids.
yeah, that sounds like a good time to me.
Yeah. But yeah, The Walking Dead, that was wonderful. I was
I
happy.
want
The games. Oh,
oh, Telltale, oh, so good,
yes.
so good. I
My
want to go
character
back
was
and
Flynn.
read. I had the whole collection of the graphic novels, and I haven't finished it yet because a certain someone. Okay, so the Walking Dead creator randomly put out the last issue after saying without any warning. So I went to the comic book store that we frequent, and then he got it. Brenda got it for me, and I was like, "What's happening?" And like I assumed a certain someone was gonna die in it, but I wasn't ready to confront that. And then he confirmed for me that a certain important person died in it. And I was like,
Okay. Don't spoil it because now I'm gonna have to
no,
jump.
I can't. I
Okay.
haven't read it yet. Because I
Okay.
haven't.
For me, when Glenn died, I actually felt sad. I was like, yo.
No, I cried. Smoothie went this way. My hands went this way. I was a hot mess.
And when my favorite characters, whether it's TV shows, movies, and anime, is always like that side character, the supporting character. It's never like the main character. So when he died, people was like, "Man, he should have died." I was like, "What the fuck you talking about?
You mean?
You need him." It was like,
that's fighting words. What the hell are you talking about?
He wanna help people. I'm like, bruh, he's your scavenger. If you look at the games, even when the game started, he was a survivor. And Telltale, like, yeah, I was delivering pizza and I need to get to Atlanta to go see my family. I need to make sure my parents are safe. I'm like,
I'm just saying every group is as strong as their scavenger. Like, you have to have a scavenger that's willing to honestly risk their lives to get you the shit that you need. Like, Glenn dying. I can't go down this road. I can't.
Okay, so we're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna leave it. Okay. You know what? So let's go forward. Let's jump. Okay. So tattoos. You're an artist. How many tats do you have?
Oh God, that's a good question at this point. I think I've almost gotten to the point where I don't know the number. I'm actually trying to count.
I'm looking. I'm like
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, my first one, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, Jesus, 19, 20, 21, 22. I think I'm at 22. I counted quickly, so that number could be a little bit off.
I wish you said 21 so bad. Someone would edit when it's like, what's he saying? What's 9 plus 10? 21? I would have edit that in so bad. Oh, that is a good amount.
I can say 21. We say 21 because I could have counted wrong.
Have any of them been done by you personally, or it's all been
Yes. The one on my ring finger on my left hand, I did myself. Let's see. If you can see it here. Put the chair away. But the first tattoo I did myself, I went way too big for it. I have a Vulpix. You can kind of see it right here.
That's what it is. Gotcha. Is that Bulbasaur?
Yep, I did Bulbasaur on myself too. I have a Magikarp. This leg is attacked by me. A sushi Magikarp on my leg also. And those are the ones I've done on myself for the most part. Until I get bored again and I tattoo myself.
Gotcha. Well, it came out well.
Oh, thank you. I should be a tattoo artist. I hope it's at least decent.
Okay. See?
Yeah.
Again, multi-talented artist.
Aw.
Okay, so what was the inspiration that got you into the adult content?
Pettiness, to be honest with you. I've always been into, like, this is be blunt. I like porn.
Okay.
And I liked seeing the women that did porn, like watching their interviews and seeing how confident they were. And I remember being like 18, 19, feeling really insecure with myself and like wishing I had their confidence. So I was very intrigued by that. But I had people in my life that I was dating or in some way intimately involved with they were insecure.
Mm-hmm.
That would watch the porn, love these women, but tell me that I could not celebrate myself in that kind of way. And I totally get it. I totally understand. I totally understand feeling that way. But at the same time, though, they didn't want to let me go. But also, I was too scared to leave. It's a whole thing. But when I got with Brandon, and we talked about it, he was like, all right, okay, yeah, let's go down this avenue. And it's been mentally very healthy for me because I've seen so many, I've gone to so many events, so many adult events, and I've seen so many women of different sizes and shapes and heights and just be celebrated and wanted and desired. And it's like, this is good. This is good.
Honestly, I have to say, the key thing you stated was you and Brandon talked. The communication. Because
I'm not gonna go like, hey, guess what? I'm on OF. Surprise!
Yeah, it's like I feel like people, the communication is the key aspect to get things right.
Exactly.
And it's like if you don't have communication, you run into issues. So yeah.
It would create trust issues if he found out that I was on OF the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And that in any way is the wrong way if it's not me telling him, hey, I want to do this before, getting on there. Like, if it was the other way around, if I found out that he was on there, or hell, subscribing to girls on there without talking to me first, it would be a problem. Like you said, communication has to be had, because while I do love the sex industry, it's a very delicate industry for anyone's relationship.
Yeah, I can imagine. I recently see. I'm trying to be respectful here.
Oh, it's me. You're fine.
No, it's not to you. I'm being shocked to you. It's the individual I want to name, and I feel bad. So I watched Diary of a CEO, and
Okay.
it had Mia Khalifa, and she covered what the industry did to her, how that was for her. And I was like, I was so confused because during the pandemic, I was questioning. I was like, she doing porn again? I thought she had left that industry. And it was like, no, the people of Bang Bros were being petty. And apparently she was naming people actual names in the book. And not they, because they didn't know that she knew their actual names. And by doing it, they said, get the old content that we got of her, because her contract was signed in perpetuity. And she was, I think she said 18 or 19 when she signed it. She didn't realize what that meant. So they had old footage from that was like the corrupted footage, that was like the staticky, whatever. They tried to do their best to remaster it and chop up in clips and put it out. So then she started trending again, and people thought she was doing porn. And she's like, no, I'm not in that. And she's like, they're like, well, why didn't you try to sue them? And then she's like, what's the problem? Can you go against them with that kind of money? And it's like, yeah, that's a network. That's an entire network for you to go against. And
this is where it gets
wow.
Sorry.
No, I was gonna say so real quick. It was like she only did porn. I thought she did it for like 2 years. Because I remember in school, I was like, Muslim girl doing porn? What?
Yeah, it's wild.
It's like, oh, she's not Muslim. Oh, she's from an Arab country. Oh,
yeah.
It was like she only did it for a couple months, but it just ran that long. So I graduated in 07. I remember seeing her porn in 06. And y'all start trending her.
Well, I hope she's at least getting paid for it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Contract.
This is why I like that I started when I did, because I do OF. I am technically my own boss.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like freelance.
That's best.
I have to cut this short on that note, but my food just got here.
Okay, fine. You know what? Be respectful of your time.
I'm so sorry. I was trying to plan everything, and then I went on a tangent, and I'm so sorry.
It's no problem. Okay, so we're gonna leave it there and say the industry is good if you know how to maneuver through it.
Yes.
We'll put it at that.
All aspects of it, from the sexy side to the artist side. It's good to know as much as you can before entering.
Yep, that's what she said. That's exactly what she has said.
Oh.
I know. I said that. That's what she said. I was like, "I keep going before she said before catch on today." Okay, so I want to say thank you for providing me this time and opportunity to interview you.
Thank you for having me.
Is there anything you want to plug? Any upcoming projects? Any of the cons? Anything at all?
Yeah, I will be at Ranger Station this weekend. So if you're in the Philly area and you like Power Rangers, please come visit me. Don't be shy if you see me. Say hi. Come get a hug. Also, my Kickstarter for Reign 4 goes live. There is a video circling around the internet, publicizing it. I might repost it tonight just to make sure people see it. But yes, it goes live tomorrow. If you like sex and if you like horror and you like trauma, check out Reign, please.
Okay.
Also, my IG Leairis artsy stuff.
Okay, and I will make sure to also, when I post this, have the links for all your socials. So you have your website, which has your Insta, the Twitter, the OnlyFans, the Kickstarter. Is there anything else besides OnlyFans, or is it just OnlyFans?
It's just OF for now.
Okay, gotcha. I know some people will have mini vids or fan sleeves. Like it's like so many out there to go for. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been my interview. Once again, Sean D. James interviewing the lovely and multi-talented Leairis Cross.
Thank you.
And as I always say, every time, whether it's here on I.O.N, a part of the Royal Aquatic Network, or the Take Podcast, enjoy yourself, enjoy the day, and stay prosperous. Peace.
Bye.